In this video, we will discuss what is an annotated bibliography and how to get started creating one. To start, what is an annotated bibliography? In short, an annotated bibliography is an organized list of citations to books, articles, documents, and other resources, where each citation is followed by an annotation. So we can break this down into two parts: a citation plus an annotation. The citation part of the annotated bibliography should be in whatever style your professor has assigned, whether it's MLA, APA, or Chicago style. These citations should be listed in alphabetical order as they would be on a works cited page, and with the annotated bibliography, each citation is then followed by an annotation. So what is an annotation? An annotation is a brief, descriptive, and evaluated paragraph to inform the reader of the relevance, accuracy, and quality of the source. Annotations should be both descriptive and analytical. You don't need to summarize the entire source in an annotation, but you'll want to highlight the main argument or arguments of the source as well as any valuable conclusions. Annotations are usually 100 to 200 words in length, but check with your professor on the requirements there. The annotation should not repeat any information that is in the citation, such as the title or the author's name. Annotations should usually be written in the third-person academic style. You'll want to evaluate the source in your annotations on their usefulness and quality, such as, is it reliable? Is the source biased in any ways? Are there any weaknesses to the source, or something that's perhaps missing that could have been helpful? Or maybe even what are the strengths of the source? And then lastly, you'll want to make sure that whatever you're writing in your annotation reflects back to and is applicable to your research topic. In other words, make sure your reader understands why this source is relevant and important to your topic, so that if someone was researching the same thing, they would know if the source was useful. And more importantly, your professor or your colleagues would know why you've chosen to include this source in your annotated bibliography. So, getting started with your annotated bibliography. Here are some quick steps you can use to get started. First, you'll want to go ahead and find the resources that you want to use for your project and your annotated bibliography beforehand. You can use the C.G. O'Kelly Library website to help you find sources, and also contact a librarian to help you. You'll want to review each source that you've identified and ask yourself some of these questions. What are the main arguments of the source? What are the strengths and weaknesses of the source? And how is the source applicable to your topic? What is being discussed in the source that will help you in your project? You want to make sure that you can get the complete citation for the source, either using the database's citation tools or knowing how to put the citation together using Purdue OWL or other online citation tools. And once you've gotten that information together, you can use the questions you've asked yourself in reviewing the resource to start writing your annotation. Finally, the formatting of your annotated bibliography. The annotated bibliography should look like your works cited page with annotations under each citation. Remember that each citation should be still listed in alphabetical order and should have a hanging indent where the first line is flush to the left and everything else is underneath. The annotation likewise is usually indented underneath the citation, so it's clear to see which annotation goes with each citation. Remember to check with your professor on the length of the annotation. If you have any questions or you need more help, be sure to contact C.G. O'Kelly Library so we can assist you with your annotated bibliographies.